Hello. Look, I just put some of that aluminum tape on there. Then I clear coat over it, and I just spray a little orange right there, just to so they could kind of hone in on the head of it. That's all. But this is gonna be a spinner bait here, and my camera moving. This old thing is so wobbly. All right, here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Look, this is the old school. You see that? That's the old school right there. That is an old school spinner bait. It's 8 inches long. This is the way I make them, just like that. Because I'm fishing for largemouth. Largemouth eat gizzard shads and stuff like that. I mean, them things a pound or two around here. They so big. But that's the way I make it, just like that. That's old school right there. I make all my jigs that way. Alright. So, let me show you the way I do it. I take black 210 near nylon wax thread and just take you a little bit of super glue, nothing extravagant, and just put just a little drop on there. That's all it takes. Well, if I can get it to come out. Must be done got stopped up. Hang on just a second. Alright, let's see if that works. Just took the end of it off. Oh yeah, woo boy, it shot out then. Boy, it just come gushing out. I just use these old shop towels. Because I painted my golf cart, and one of them cans they sent to me exploded. They sent me another can. They sent me a whole case of them towels to clean that mess up with. All right, so I put way too much on there because it gushed out, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing. And just put your base on there. That's just to keep the thread from coming off. Do you really need to do that? No. I could take this whip finishing tool right here. When I put that on there, just do it about 5 times, it would never come off. But I just put a little glue on there. All right, already got them all cut. That's my old school rubber white. And the way I do it is, I take, I don't know, about 10, 12 strands of my black. I just tear off a little piece. But I make this here is about the same size as that you buy. When you buy it already cut and made and all that. And the way I like to do it is just have it far enough that it comes back further than the hook. Boy, I got that glue everywhere. Well, it ain't no big deal. I get it. And then what I do, I just spread it. I just like to put it right at the top. I don't go down the sides or nothing. I just go right at the top. It's got so much glue on it, I only need to put another thread on it. It ain't never going nowhere. And if you ever want to change it, you just take a razor knife, cut it off. It ain't no big thing. And then I take a piece of the yellow. It's kind of like fluorescent yellow. And I got about, I don't know, 8, 10 strands. And then just take it, just like that, about half. It ain't gotta be perfect. There ain't nothing in nature perfect. Then I turn it up on the side like that. Well, then all I do is just match it up. I match it up with the black one. Now you see how, now this, see this one here is longer to come out the bottom. But see, this is matched up. See how it's matched up with the other one? But the only reason I'm doing that because it'll run the length. It'll run 8 inches. And then turn it over. And then I put the other piece on there. You can just use that. You can use that black one to match it up. See, just use the black one to match it up like that. And then you know you're far enough. All you want to do is just come right down the, just come down past that hook. Now this here is one of my real old hooks here. I just done that just to make this video. This one here is really what I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna go down here to my local lake. Cause I went down there, I went down to my local lake and went to throw. The line caught around the tip and popped it off. So I just said, well, I'll make a video and show y'all how I do it. But that's how I do it. All right, then see, that's all I got. Then I take this, a full tab of this is 22 strands. All I did was just looked at it and said, well, that's about half of it, and ripped it off. And you want to do this the same way. You just want it to run the length of that hook. And then I take it. The reason I do it in half, because if you don't, you're gonna have more on top or more on the bottom. And I just don't like that. That's all. It probably really don't even matter. But I don't like it. And I like to do things I like. You know how we are. We're old and ornery. You ever heard about anybody getting old and ornery? I'm old and ornery. I just got to get it. I got to get me a new setup here to hold that foam still. Cause see, as this thing here moves, I see it shaking its foam. Cause I got it sitting there on this same base here. I just need a new deal there, don't I? But I'll work on it. I'm old and ornery. But this is old school. I got so much of this. I never use all of it because I don't sell bait. But I tell you though why. I use black thread instead of white thread. Because you know you got your shad, gizzard shad, and it's all got that. And it's all got that kill dot. I think I might have took it too far down. That's all right. But that's the reason. That's the whole reason why right here is why I tie it. I want that black kill dot. And being up and under that. And being up and under that thread. I mean, up and under that thread. Come on. But being up and under that. See, it's kind of long. You just have to be careful. That's all. And see, I could take it. So you can just take it and it don't hurt a thing. And just wrap it all around the hook. Like that if you want to, but I don't never do all that. I don't make that many. If you lose these things, boy, you in a mess. You go through them like that. But that's the way I do it, just like that. And see how I'm putting that, I'm making a wide kill dot. It's because I really want to be able to see it. You know, as them tentacles is doing like that, that kill dot will flash. All right. Now you see the kill dot? See the kill dot. All right, that's it. And I'm done. Take your whip fishing tool. And if you kind of go at an angle, and see a lot of times I take this finger and I just put on it like that so I can keep it long. And see how that, you see how that rubber just falls through there? See how it just falls through there? That's the way I do it. That way it just falls through there. It don't get all tangled up and all that. It just falls through there when you do it long. When you keep it long like that. See, I just put it, what, about 5 or 6, 7, something. I don't sit here and count them. Like 1, 2, like that. I just put some wraps on it. When I get tired of wrapping it, when I get tired of using this, I stop. But you seen what I did though? You always want to go twice. Because if you don't go twice, if you do it one time, you can just keep pulling it and it'll keep going round and around. Look at this. Uh-oh. Look at this. When you pull it now, see it stop? It won't go no further. That's why I do it twice. Just put 5 or 6 wraps on it twice. And you're done with that. Now let me show you the last little trick I do. And we'll be done with this one. I take my old UV. This is the first bottle they ever made. Look at that. I've been had this thing for a decade or more. But watch this. I just open it up. I take one of these. See, it's an old one, ain't even got no bristles on it. See the old one? I take the end of it, dump it down in there. It ain't a lot in there. I use this stuff all the time. But I'm telling you, as far as a hat, just a hobby, man, that 120, I paid $25 for that bottle. That big bottle. It's a big bottle. But I paid $25 for it. And I think it's going to be a lifetime supply. But I just go all the way around. See, you only dumped it one time. I don't want it on there that thick. But I go all the way around and just keep smearing it on there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. But it sure is glossy now. And that's what I want. All right, just wipe it off. You can keep using that same one over and over and over. I've been using it for years. And then you just get one of these little lights here from Harbor Freight, about $7, $8, and hit it just like that. See that? And just hold it there for about 15 seconds. And then I go around. Then I hold it at another spot for 15 seconds. It takes you about a minute or two to really do this. But I just keep going around with this. In 15 seconds, it's so hard it's going to be hard to get that off. Because that other one, that one I showed you at the beginning, it already had an old skirt on it. I mean, that's an old one. That's an old one. And I cut it off with a knife. It took a minute. But that razor knife will cut it off. I mean, it ain't that hard. But it is hard though. You can bang it against rocks and all that and you won't scratch it. But I don't think there's nothing compared to that razor knife. But see how I just keep going around? I just want to make sure it's all cured is all. And you got to hold it for like 15 seconds. But see, I'm kind of rushing myself. Trying to hurry up. You know, I don't want to make the video too long. And I doubt I'm holding it for 15 seconds. Let's see if I got it. Yeah, it's hard as a brick. It's hard as a brick. I got it. And then the way I do it, I just take the end of it like this here and pop it. And just pop it like that. Just pop it. Pop it. And see how these strands come off? And the way I do it, I like to grab each one. It's just the way I do it. I like to grab each one and go all the way to the clear coat. And then if you got 2 or 3 together, just pull it and just keep going. That's just the way I like to do it. The reason I do it this way instead of just pull it and make. I really don't want that camera to jump either. The reason I like to do it this way because I want every single strand broke loose. I don't want no doubles. There's a time and place for everything, but this ain't it. You see how they get double like that? And when you pull them all and pop them at the same time, they'll do that. See, I twisted this all up trying to show you what to do, but see, let me show you again. See how that is? Just pop it like that. Just pop it. Just pop it like that. And see, I could just rear back and pop it, but see how it's got them doubles like that? I don't want that. And every time I do it all at one time, I have to sit here and still do this. So instead of me going through all that, I just go ahead and do it to start with. See how I'm pulling them off? And that's all there is to it. And then you can go to any tackle shop and buy your blades. I buy the old school 100 years ago blades up here at the tackle shop. You get 5 for $5, $1 a piece. And I get like the 5 and the 4. I put the 4 on there first, and I put the 5 on the back. That's just the way I run it. Now, sometimes you might want to put the 5 on both of them. But the rule of thumb is I use a 5 and a 4. It seems to work for me. Is it the best? I have no idea. Because I'm just saying that's what I usually do. Now sometimes I make this with a single blade. And I put them monster blades on there. My thumb is so sore. I went fishing the other day. And the last one I caught, those stupid striped bass, a little small one, and that joker jumped. Look at that. Just cut my thumb open with his side gills. Just cut me open. And it was the last one. Then I couldn't catch another one because it was already dark. And so I didn't have one. I'm gonna tell you a trick right now. Anytime you get finned by a fish, cut, whatever, If you take his tail and rub on there, right there, you see that right there? See that right there? I had one jump when I went to get them. I was using the lure with 3 treble hooks, and that joker flipped just the right time I put the pliers on there to get that hook out, and that hook went slam through my finger. And look at that, it ain't sore at all. If you'll rub that tail on there, that fish oil is the best thing in the world to take soreness out. You don't even know you've been hurt. You don't even know you've been hurt. I've been doing that my whole life. That's what Granddaddy said. Granddaddy said, them catfish pin you, rub your tail on there. And I've had catfish, them little small ones, to jump when I was cleaning them. And their fins stuck me. And blood was just skeeting out. It hit the vein, like you stuck a needle in there. And all I did was rub the tail on there. And after that, you don't even know he done it. You forget about it. You'll forget about it because it don't hurt. It takes all the pain, everything out. It's that fish oil. And I have had people ask me, say, well, won't you just keep the tail in the refrigerator? I said, now you try something like that. Now you might get gangrene. I said, because that's bacteria. I said, when he's alive, it's not bacteria no more. I said, it's not bacteria when he's alive. I said, but anything dead, I said, anything dead might kill you, do something like that. But I ain't never had nothing like that to happen my entire life. And I do it all the time. When I get stuck with a hook, cut myself with a knife, anything, I rub that live fish tail on there. I ain't never used one dead because I got more sense than that. I mean, just because I'm a country boy and I got that country accent, it don't mean I'm stupid. It means I was just raised by country people. So I got all the country ways. And this is the way I've been doing my spinnerbait since I was a kid. I've been had the same mold since I was a kid. But what this is my spinnerbait mold is a grass mold, but we ain't even got grass no more. They killed it all. Now you go out there and put a brush pile out there. They'll take your boat, your truck, and charge you $2,000. They killed all the grass. They put 70,000 grass carp out there and then kill the grass. And then things comes out up on the bank trying to get something to eat. I said, you can't get no cruel than that in my mind. I said, boy, y'all just cruel, starving to death like that. But see, there it is. See, there it is right there. See how that look? I mean, you can take it and straighten it up and make it look all pretty. But I don't care about that. It ain't going to stay like that when I throw it. See, there it is right there. All right. Thanks for watching. That's an 8-inch. That's 8 inches. You don't believe me? Where my tape measure at? I don't even know what I did with it. I guess I took it in yonder somewhere. I don't see it. It was laying right there. But if I had my tape measure, I'll show you. That's an 8-inch. That's an 8-inch spinnerbait right there. Look at that. Don't that look good? Look how that thing just blows out like that. And you see, is the camera picking it up? See how shiny that black thread is by putting that UV on there? See how shiny that is? See when it's up here on the side, you know, all that water's coming through there. See how that looks? See how that looks shiny in there like that? When it comes through there just wobbling like that, see that black spot? It looks just like a live. It looks just like a live. Uh-oh. Well, I left one. Look at her. I left one of the yellow ones. Because like I said, it's only about 4 or 5 strands. See? If I don't do it one at a time, see? I don't like that. Now, all right? See, I didn't even see it. Now let me show you what it looks like. Now you see how it looks now? Now it looks more real, don't it? It ain't got no thickness in it. It's all, see, it all just blends in together. See how it runs over my fingers, how it just blends all in together. But when you look at it like that, see, you can't hardly see it, that yellow in there, but it's got a little bit, because all bait fish does. Okay, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. The more subscribers I get, and the more likes I get, I'm going to keep showing y'all baits that work. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.